Et bonjour mes élèves, c'est Madame Brown et aujourd'hui je vais parler des vêtements. So I'm Madame Brown and today I'm going to talk to you about clothing en français bien sûr. A dress, une robe, une robe. A woman's suit, un tailleur. Remember the double L in French makes a Y sound, un tailleur. An evening dress, une robe habillée. Again, the double L makes a Y sound and the H is not pronounced. Une robe habillée. A pleated skirt. Une jupe. Une jupe plissée. A t-shirt. Un t-shirt. Now notice, the French wouldn't typically pronounce the T at the end of a word, but because it's actually an English word, the French do pronounce that final T. Un t-shirt. A men's dress shirt. Une chemise. Remember that final S makes a Z sound. Une chemise. A polo shirt. Un polo. A blouse. Un chemisier. Now notice that a men's shirt is actually feminine, une chemise, but the woman's blouse is masculine, un chemisier. Remember that ER at the end makes an A sound. A sweatshirt. Un sweat or un sweatshirt. A hooded sweatshirt. Une capuche. Un sweat à capuche. A sweater. Un pull or un pullover. Some blue jeans. Un jean. Notice that although in English jeans is plural, in French it's singular. Un jean. A pair of pants. Un pantalon. Again, in English, pants is plural, but in French it's singular. Un pantalon. A pair of leggings. Un legging. Or sometimes you'll hear des leggings. So because it's an English word, they kind of say it as we do in English. Some shorts. Un short. So again, in English, shorts is plural. In French, it's singular. And because it's basically an English word, the French will say the T, un short. A suit. Un complet or un costume. A tuxedo. Un smoking. A sweatsuit or a tracksuit. Un survêtement. It's like it's something that goes on your clothing. So vêtement means clothing. Sur means on. So survêtement is it goes on your clothing. Un survêtement. An overcoat. Un par-dessus. It's like it goes on top of something, right? Dessus is a preposition that means on top of or above. And par-dessus means it's to go over something. So you might wear it in the rain, perhaps, like what a private investigator in the old days might have worn. A manteau is a long coat. So it could be made of wool, typically, but it could also be made of leather, something else. But a manteau is also could be a long coat. A suit jacket. Une veste. So that's easy to confuse with a vest that you might wear that has no sleeves, but a suit jacket is actually une veste. A casual jacket. Un blouson. Remember the S makes a Z sound, so we have un blouson, not to be confused with blouse, which was un chemisier. A jacket. An anorak. So the way to remember this is different from, say, a manteau is an anorak typically only zips down about halfway. And it's usually waterproof, or it should be waterproof. Now, here's a vest. Un gilet. Remember the T is not pronounced? Un gilet. And the ET makes an A sound at the end. A swimsuit. Un maillot de bain. Don't forget the double L in French makes a Y sound and the T is not pronounced. Un maillot de bain. A bikini. Un bikini. Pretty simple, un bikini. A raincoat. Un imperméable or un impair. So imperméable means like it's impermeable. You can't break through it. But often the French will say un impair, which is just short. A bathrobe. Un peignoir. Remember the GN makes a ñ sound, so you get un peignoir. There's several other words for things like bathrobes. So we also have une sortie de bain, which could be a bathrobe. Une robe de chambre might be a dressing gown, which is usually not made out of the same fabric that bathrobes are made out of. Une robe d'intérieur could be a woman's house coat as well. All right, a pair of panties or undies. Une culotte. Une culotte. A pair of boxers, un caleçon. Remember that C with a little sudi at the bottom makes an S sound, un caleçon. A bra, un soutien-gorge. Un soutien-gorge. Remember, gorge is the throat. Soutien-gorge, I don't know. It's close to the throat, but not exactly. Some undergarments. So all of these could be called des sous-vêtements. Sous is a preposition that means to go under. So sous-vêtements are the underclothes or undergarments. A belt. Une ceinture. Une ceinture. A boot. Une botte. Very similar, but spelled slightly differently. Une botte. A hat. Un chapeau. Un chapeau. Remember the French do not say CH the way we do in English. It gets a soft SH sound. A baseball cap. Une casquette. Une casquette. A beanie. Un bonnet. Un bonnet. Remember ET at the end makes an A sound. Some gloves. Des gants. Remember we don't pronounce the T or the S at the end of des gants. All right, some mittens. Des moufles. Des moufles. Now, you might hear une mitaine in Canada, so it's worth noting. A handbag. Un sac à main. Un sac à main. Un sac would just be a bag. Un sac à main means a handbag. The word main is the word for hand. An earring. Une boucle d'oreille. Again, there's our double L making the Y sound. And boucle, almost like a buckle. Yeah, une boucle d'oreille. A necklace. Un collier. Remember the ER at the end makes an A sound. You still need to pronounce that I for E sound, so you get collier. Collier. A ring. Une bague. Une bague. Some jewelry. Des bijoux. Remember, we don't pronounce the final X. We just get des bijoux. Some sandals. Des sandales. Des sandales. Some shoes. Des chaussures. Remember, CH in French makes an SH sound, and we don't say that final S at the end. The des tells us that it's plural, because if it was one shoe, it would be une chaussure. So des chaussures, remember those S's in the middle make a soft S sound. Des chaussures means some shoes. Some high-heeled shoes. Des talons or des chaussures à talons. Some ballerina flats. Des ballerines. Now, here you'll hear the L. It's not going to make a Y sound because it's Actually, from Italian. Ballerina is an Italian word. So the French will keep that L sound. It's not ballerine, it's ballerine. And then just some flats, des chaussures plates. Some slippers, des pantoufles, des pantoufles. Some socks, des chaussettes. Just like chaussures, but we have chaussettes. Don't say the S at the end. A pair of stockings or tights. Un collant. Un collant. Again, we don't get the double Y, we don't get the Y sound here with the double L. Some joggers or cross trainers. Des baskets or des tennis. Some glasses. Des lunettes. Des lunettes. Some sunglasses. Des lunettes de soleil. That last L makes a Y sound. The E-I-L makes a Y sound. Des lunettes de soleil. A tie. Une cravate. Now, in English, we think of a cravat as being a special kind of scarf that a man might wear and tie around his neck. It looks a bit different from an ordinary tie, but in French, this, what we call an ordinary tie in English, is called une cravate. An umbrella. Un parapluie. Now, remember the word for rain in French is pluie. And so un parapluie is for the rain. A wallet. Un portefeuille. Feuille is the word for sheet, like a sheet of paper. Porte is like porter, to carry. So un portefeuille carries your papers, your little papers. It can also be like a portfolio, but it also means wallet. So un portefeuille. A watch. Une montre. Right? Montrer is the verb to show in French. So une montre, something that shows the time. A scarf. Une écharpe. Remember, the CH makes an SH sound, so une écharpe. Une écharpe is a scarf that's typically woolen and maybe knitted, and it's long, sort of rectangular in shape, long rectangular shape, as opposed to a square lightweight scarf, which is much loved in France by many French women, un foulard. Un foulard is a light silk, or typically silk scarf. A wig. Une perruque. Une perruque. And that is it for clothing. Merci beaucoup et à la prochaine. Au revoir.